As the years pass, many people do the one thing they were always told would protect their body and preserve their youth. They drink more water, glass after glass, day after day, believing hydration alone is the key to healthy skin. Yet the mirror keeps telling a different story, because aging skin is not failing from a lack of water. It is struggling because the body no longer knows how to use that water the way it once did, and science has been quietly confirming this for decades. In younger bodies, water moves efficiently into cells, guided by minerals, electrolytes, and intact cellular membranes. But with age, the integrity of those systems weakens, digestive efficiency declines, stomach acid lowers, mineral absorption drops, and the skin, our largest organ, becomes one of the first places where this silent breakdown shows itself. Researchers have long known that skin hydration is not simply about how much water you drink, but about how well water is retained inside the dermis, where collagen, elastin, and hyaluronic acid form the scaffolding that keeps skin firm and smooth. And studies show that aging skin contains significantly less hyaluronic acid than youthful skin, meaning it cannot hold on to water even when water is abundant. This is why seniors can drink 8 glasses of plain water a day and still experience dryness, thinning skin, and increased wrinkling, because water without the proper biochemical partners simply passes through the body, absorbed poorly, excreted quickly, and never delivered to the tissues that need it most. The science of cellular hydration reveals something deeply unsettling. Water follows minerals, not the other way around, and when the body is deficient in electrolytes like sodium, potassium, and magnesium, cells cannot maintain the electrical gradients that pull water inside, leading to a paradoxical state where a person can be overhydrated and dehydrated at the same time. Aging magnifies this problem because kidney function changes, thirst signals dull, and many older adults intentionally avoid salt due to outdated dietary fears, unknowingly stripping their bodies of the very minerals required to make hydration effective. Dermatological research has demonstrated that skin barrier function weakens with age, increasing transepidermal water loss, meaning moisture escapes faster than it can be replenished, and no amount of plain water can fix a broken barrier without the nutrients required to rebuild it. Collagen synthesis itself depends on vitamin C, amino acids, zinc, copper, and iron, and without these, fibroblast cells cannot assemble stable collagen fibers, a fact tragically illustrated by scurvy, where vitamin C deficiency leads to fragile skin, delayed wound healing, and accelerated aging, proving that hydration without nutrition is biologically meaningless. Modern studies on elderly populations consistently show widespread micronutrient deficiencies even in individuals who eat regularly, because aging reduces digestive enzyme output, alters gut microbiota, and decreases absorption efficiency, turning food and water into less effective tools for tissue repair. When water enters a mineral-deficient body, it dilutes what little electrolytes remain, further impairing cellular hydration and contributing to fatigue, poor circulation, and dull skin, a phenomenon well documented in clinical hydration research. Skin aging is not merely cosmetic, it reflects deeper systemic dehydration at the cellular level, where mitochondria struggle to produce energy, blood flow slows, and oxygen delivery diminishes, creating an internal environment where repair becomes secondary to survival. Studies on aged skin biopsies reveal reduced collagen density, fragmented elastin fibers, and decreased dermal thickness, changes that correlate strongly with nutrient availability rather than water intake alone. Even hyaluronic acid, the molecule famous for holding up to 1,000 times its weight in water, cannot be synthesized efficiently without glucose metabolism, magnesium, and vitamin C, showing again that water is only the passenger, never the driver. The uncomfortable truth is that the body was never designed to run on purified, mineral-stripped water alone, yet modern water processing removes trace minerals that once naturally supported hydration, leaving behind a liquid that quenches thirst but does not nourish cells. Anthropological studies of traditional populations show that hydration historically came from mineral-rich spring water, plant fluids, broths and foods, not endless glasses of demineralized liquid, and these populations exhibited stronger connective tissue and slower visible aging despite shorter lifespans. As people age, blood volume decreases slightly, circulation becomes less efficient, and nutrient delivery to peripheral tissues like skin declines, meaning every sip of water must be accompanied by the right biochemical signals to be useful. Clinical research on elderly hydration has shown that electrolyte-enhanced fluids improve cellular hydration markers more effectively than water alone, even at lower volumes, reinforcing the idea that quality matters more than quantity. When seniors rely solely on plain water, they unknowingly participate in a losing battle, pouring fluid into a body that lacks the molecular tools to hold it, repair with it, or transform it into living tissue. The skin, ever honest, reflects this imbalance through dryness, sagging, and fine lines that deepen not because time is cruel, but because biology is precise and unforgiving. Aging does not remove the body's capacity to heal, it raises the cost of healing, demanding more targeted nourishment for the same result. Hydration is not a volume problem, it is a utilization problem, and until that truth is understood, millions will continue chasing youth with water alone, unaware that the real solution has never been about drinking more, but about giving the body what it needs to finally make that water count. For decades, the idea of adding lemon and salt to water has been dismissed as folk wisdom, yet modern science is now revealing an uncomfortable truth. This simple combination mirrors the very biochemical conditions the human body requires to hydrate cells, protect collagen, and maintain skin structure, especially as we age. Vitamin C, abundant in fresh lemon juice, is not a beauty trend or a cosmetic myth. It is a mandatory cofactor in collagen synthesis, and without it, the body literally cannot bind collagen fibers together. A fact proven in clinical research and historically demonstrated by scurvy, where the absence of vitamin C caused skin thinning, bruising, and rapid tissue breakdown despite adequate calorie and fluid intake. What makes this even more startling is that vitamin C is water-soluble and not stored long-term in the body, meaning daily intake is essential, and studies consistently show that older adults have lower blood levels of vitamin C due to reduced absorption, increased oxidative stress, and higher metabolic demand. Lemon does more than supply vitamin C. Its natural acids stimulate stomach acid and digestive enzymes, which decline significantly with age. And this matters because poor digestion directly reduces the absorption of amino acids, minerals, and trace elements required for skin repair and collagen maintenance. Research published in gastroenterology journals shows that low stomach acid is common in seniors and is linked to mineral deficiencies even when diets appear adequate, silently sabotaging skin health from the inside out. Then comes the role of natural mineral salt, a substance many older adults fear. Yet sodium is not the villain it has been made out to be when consumed in unrefined, physiologically appropriate amounts. Sodium is the primary electrolyte that regulates fluid balance, nerve signaling, and cellular hydration, and without it, water cannot be retained inside cells where it performs its life-sustaining functions. Cellular physiology research demonstrates that water follows sodium through osmotic gradients, meaning that without adequate sodium, hydration remains trapped in the bloodstream or is quickly excreted, never reaching the skin's deeper layers where collagen and elastin reside. Aging bodies are especially vulnerable to this imbalance because kidney regulation changes, thirst perception weakens, and dietary salt is often aggressively restricted, leading to a state known as chronic low-grade dehydration, which studies have linked to dry skin, reduced elasticity, fatigue, and impaired circulation. What is rarely discussed is that many cases of dry aging skin are not caused by a lack of water, but by a lack of electrolytes that tell water where to go. Natural salts also contain trace minerals like magnesium and potassium, both of which play critical roles in enzymatic reactions involved in collagen formation and skin barrier repair, and deficiencies in these minerals have been documented at alarming rates in elderly populations worldwide. Magnesium in particular is required for over 300 enzymatic reactions, including those involved in protein synthesis and energy production, and research shows that low magnesium levels are associated with increased inflammation and accelerated aging of skin tissue. Lemon's antioxidants add another layer of protection, neutralizing free radicals generated by UV exposure, pollution, and normal metabolic processes, all of which increase with age and directly damage collagen fibers. Oxidative stress is one of the primary drivers of wrinkle formation, and studies in dermatological science confirm that antioxidants slow collagen degradation by reducing the activity of enzymes that break down connective tissue. When lemon and mineral salt are combined in water, they create a mild, food-based electrolyte solution that supports blood volume, improves circulation, and enhances nutrient delivery to peripheral tissues like the skin, which often suffer first when circulation declines. Clinical hydration studies show that electrolyte-enhanced fluids improve fluid retention and cellular hydration markers more effectively than plain water, even when consumed in smaller amounts, a finding that challenges decades of simplistic hydration advice. This matters profoundly for collagen because fibroblast cells, the cells responsible for producing collagen, are highly sensitive to their internal environment, and dehydration at the cellular level slows their activity, reducing collagen output and repair capacity. Shockingly, research on skin aging shows that fibroblast activity can decline by more than 50% in older adults, not solely due to age, but due to changes in nutrient availability and cellular hydration. Lemon also provides bioflavonoids that strengthen capillaries and improve microcirculation, helping deliver oxygen and nutrients to skin tissue while supporting the removal of metabolic waste, a process essential for maintaining skin clarity and firmness. The synergy between vitamin C and minerals is not optional, it is biological law, and separating hydration from nutrition is a modern mistake that the body quietly pays for over time. Anthropological evidence reveals that traditional diets consistently paired fluids with minerals and plant acids, whether through fermented drinks, broths, or mineral-rich waters, and these populations showed fewer signs of connective tissue degeneration despite harsher living conditions. In contrast, modern processed diets and purified water strip away these supportive elements, leaving the body overfilled with fluid but undernourished at the cellular level. The idea that lemon and salt water is merely a wellness trend collapses under the weight of physiology, biochemistry, and clinical observation, all pointing to the same conclusion: hydration that does not deliver vitamin C and electrolytes cannot sustain collagen integrity. Aging does not eliminate the body's ability to repair skin, it raises the precision required to do so, demanding targeted support rather than excess volume. When seniors add lemon and natural mineral salt to water, they are not performing a miracle, they are restoring a missing conversation between water and cells, giving hydration a purpose, direction, and function. This simple act supports collagen not by forcing the body to change, but by finally providing the raw materials and signals it has been waiting for all along, reminding us that sometimes the most powerful interventions are not new discoveries, but forgotten biological truths quietly confirmed by modern science. What most people never realize is that the body does not respond to dramatic changes nearly as well as it responds to small, consistent signals repeated day after day. And science has shown that aging is less about sudden decline and more about the quiet accumulation of tiny biological debts that compound over time. Skin does not wrinkle overnight, collagen does not disappear in a year, and hydration does not fail in a single missed glass of water. Instead, the body slowly adapts to what it is given most often, and when those daily inputs lack the nutrients required for repair, the skin becomes the visible record of that long-term neglect. Research in gerontology shows that the most powerful predictors of healthy aging are not extreme interventions, but simple habits maintained consistently, because the body's repair systems operate continuously, not occasionally. Every day, Collagen fibers are broken down and rebuilt, skin cells are shed and replaced, and hydration levels rise and fall in response to diet, minerals, and circulation, meaning that even minor daily improvements can shift the balance from degeneration toward repair. Studies on collagen turnover reveal that collagen is constantly remodeled, even in older adults, but the rate of synthesis depends heavily on nutrient availability, hormonal signaling, and cellular hydration, all of which are influenced by everyday choices rather than rare supplements or treatments. This is why small habits matter so profoundly, because they repeatedly activate the same biological pathways, reinforcing them until they become the body's new normal. When seniors adopt gentle daily practices like mineral-supported hydration, nutrient-dense meals, and regular movement, they are not chasing youth, they are reducing the daily losses that accelerate visible aging. Research in nutritional science has demonstrated that even modest increases in vitamin C intake can significantly improve collagen stability over time, while consistent mineral intake improves skin barrier function and reduces transepidermal water loss, a key driver of wrinkles and dryness. These changes do not happen in days, which is why they are often dismissed, but studies following participants over months consistently show measurable improvements in skin elasticity, thickness, and hydration when supportive habits are maintained. One of the most shocking findings in aging research is that the body's capacity to respond to positive inputs remains remarkably intact well into old age, meaning that skin cells do not stop listening, they simply receive fewer helpful messages. Fibroblast cells, long thought to be permanently slowed by age, have been shown in laboratory studies to increase collagen production when their environment improves, proving that aging skin is not broken, just under-supported. Daily habits influence blood sugar, inflammation, oxidative stress, and circulation, all of which directly affect collagen integrity, and chronic low-grade inflammation alone has been shown to accelerate collagen breakdown by activating enzymes that degrade connective tissue. Simple dietary shifts, like reducing excess sugar and increasing antioxidant intake, have been shown to lower these enzymes, slowing the rate at which wrinkles deepen over time. Hydration habits also shape circulation, and research shows that even mild dehydration reduces blood flow to the skin, limiting oxygen and nutrient delivery while impairing waste removal, a process that silently dulls skin tone and resilience. When hydration is improved consistently, circulation improves, supporting the skin's ability to repair itself from daily environmental damage. Movement, often overlooked, plays a critical role as well, because muscle contraction acts as a pump for blood and lymphatic flow, and studies show that regular, gentle exercise improves skin oxygenation and collagen density by enhancing circulation. Sleep, another daily habit, governs growth hormone release, which is essential for tissue repair, and chronic sleep deprivation has been shown to reduce skin barrier recovery and accelerate visible aging. These factors work together, not separately, and the body responds best when supportive signals arrive daily rather than sporadically. The idea that aging skin requires aggressive intervention has been challenged by longitudinal studies showing that cumulative lifestyle patterns explain far more variation in skin aging than genetics alone. In fact, identical twin studies reveal that twins with small differences in daily habits often show dramatic differences in skin aging over time, underscoring how powerful repetition truly is. What makes small habits so effective is that they reduce biological stress, and stress is one of the most potent accelerators of aging at the cellular level. Chronic stress elevates cortisol, which has been shown to inhibit collagen synthesis and impair skin repair, while calming routines and stable blood sugar reduce this hormonal strain. Even simple rituals, performed daily, can lower stress markers, indirectly supporting skin health through hormonal balance. The skin is not an isolated organ, it reflects the state of the entire body, and daily habits influence digestion, absorption, circulation, and detoxification, all of which determine how well the skin is nourished. Research on nutrient absorption shows that spreading nutrient intake throughout the day improves utilization compared to large, infrequent doses, reinforcing the value of consistent habits over extreme measures. The most compelling evidence comes from population studies showing that communities with steady, traditional routines often experience slower visible aging despite limited access to modern skincare or supplements. These populations did not rely on miracles, they relied on repetition. Aging does not mean the body stops responding, it means the margin for error narrows, making daily choices more important than ever. When seniors commit to small supportive habits, they shift their biology from survival mode into maintenance mode, where repair becomes possible again. Over time, these choices accumulate, strengthening skin structure, improving hydration, and slowing the processes that lead to wrinkles and sagging. The tragedy is not that aging happens, but that so many people believe nothing can be done, when science clearly shows that the body is always responding to what it is given most often. Small habits do not fight aging loudly, but they work quietly, persistently, and relentlessly, reshaping the internal environment in which skin lives. And when that environment improves, even slightly, day after day, the skin responds not with miracles, but with resilience, strength, and a slower, gentler passage of time written across the face.